This is me staring at my basement ceiling. Still have one more set of core work to do, but I literally rested between sets and I think I fell asleep. I'm not sure. It's been a rough day. Hey there. So I've been a little MIA all day yesterday and earlier today. I've kind of been in a bit of a mind fuck. So update. As of yesterday, I still hadn't heard from my coach. So I started sort of panicking, like, what if she's ghosting me and like I got scammed, blah, 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 even though I did all my research. So I was like, I need a plan B. I can't wait till Thursday to have her like miss our call to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I went back to my research that I was already doing before and kind of picked up where I left off with some of the potential people, and I scheduled some calls. I talked to 2 options yesterday, and then was talking to a friend, and they had someone that's more local that they recommended. So I touched base with him, and I set up a call with him for this morning. I reached out to my coach again and was like, hey, is everything okay? I'm a little concerned I haven't heard from you. You know, what's up? Still nothing. I actually considered Insta stalking some of her other clients and be like, yo, you heard from this bitch? But I didn't go that far yet. So this morning, when I got up for CrossFit, I had a message back from her saying that she had an accident and had, she's like, I know you know about my 2 family members that are terminally ill, and now I have this accident, injuries, and she's just like, I'm overextended, and I will offer my services pro bono until things lighten up, but I just wanted to be forthcoming, and I appreciate that, and obviously wanted to make sure she was okay. She is okay, just nursing some injuries, but overall okay. And just, I thanked her for her candor, and, I'm like, me of all people, I understand how hard it is to admit when you have too many competing priorities and can't give any of them enough of your attention. So I really appreciate that. I said, I'm probably gonna start, looking for another coach that is ready to take me on at this point. And if you have any recommendations from people in the industry, I'd be glad to look into any of your recommendations, because I do respect your opinion, for sure. There's like no hard feelings at all. So there's that. So I had the call with the guy, the local guy today. We ended up being on the phone for like over an hour. And he had some really good points. The one girl that I really liked yesterday had some good points, and one of them being understanding that I want to be able to incorporate CrossFit into my bodybuilding training, but that if I want to win, which anything I do, I want to win, I'm that person, but I would be competing against other people who literally everything that they're doing from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed is focused on their one goal of bringing the best package to the stage. And the girl yesterday was like, I want you, like, you need to think about, if you continue doing the CrossFit during your prep, is that potentially putting you in a position where you may bring a good package to the stage, but maybe not the best that you would have if you had completely focused your training. And that sat hard with me, like really hard. Because I don't think she's wrong, but I also, the idea of that is very scary to me, because I love going to CrossFit. I have an amazing group of people there that are just godsends. I've met some of my best friends there, and the idea of not going is, for my mental health, scary to me, and not having that like daily competition outlet, you know. So I was really kind of in a mind fuck last night, you know, trying to get opinions from my husband and my close friends and stuff, and just trying to process that concept. Granny cakes, chilling. So the guy I talked to today had a slightly different twist on that. He's like, well, he goes, I think the 4 times a week that you're doing right now is probably a bit too much for you to be able to recover properly. So you're not going to see the gains that you would otherwise in terms of muscle building and stuff like that. He said, but we can strategically incorporate a couple days a week as part of your energy expenditure, as long as we do it thoughtfully, so that we're still allowing the body parts to recover and stuff like that. So he would do a very different schedule for me, but I'd still be able to do CrossFit like 2-3 times a week up until maybe like the end of prep. So I feel a little bit better about that concept. And he's like, well, again, to the point about the competitors being hyper focused, he goes, yeah, if you just continue doing random CrossFit things 4 days a week all the way to the end, he goes, yeah, that could be counterproductive. But if you're able to use them to your advantage to keep your conditioning up and stuff like that, he goes, like, it can be done. We just have to plan. So, but also dial it back a little, he goes, right now, you're not getting enough time to recover. To which I told him I think I fell asleep on the floor between my ab sets last night, and he was not surprised. So anyway, I feel a little bit better about that, because I was very concerned about how I would do mentally if I had to completely leave CrossFit for like 6 months. Sorry, the dog hit the camera. Where? I did, puppy. Ew. I did. Anyway, so that's the sitch with that. I guess I just need to figure out who I want to go with, who I think is a better fit. And I'm kind of leaning one way, but now I'm like trigger shy because I'm afraid to make the wrong choice. Because I feel like now I lost 7 weeks working with this coach that I'm not going to finish with, that I don't know. I don't feel like I really have gotten very far. I don't know. So I feel like I'm just back at the start line, and that sucks. So I don't know. I'll let you know what I figure out.